So let's say 2007 Corolla, and I'm having it is Toyota, so I'll select Toyota, Toyota Corolla. So I'll select the model, which is Corolla Sports. Then I'll select the engine type. So normally it can give you that the engine is 1.8-liter engine. So you do search, then it selects the whole vehicle for you. So you wait for it to load. So after it has selected the vehicle for you, now the next thing you should do, or the next thing you can do, is you wait for it to load. And after it loads, it gives you the service manual. So if you can check from here, home, search, fixed, and service manual, and maintenance and estimate. So with this one, what we want to do here are the keywords. So one thing I like about Identifix is here are the keywords, which it can tell you can input what you want. So maybe if you want timing, if you want anything related to, and here is estimating. So you can do your estimate here, the mile, the things you need to change. And if you want a quick fix, or let's say fluid capacity or anything, you can get it from here. And with Identifix, it works similar like the all data. It gives you both the OEM and the aftermarket. So with Identifix, if you want to go to the wiring diagram, that one you select it from here. Um, so you go to repair info. Then when you get to repair info, at this point you check if you want the OEM diagram, or you want OEM repair and replace, like you want to change a component, or you select OEM connector view, or pin out. Then you can also select color wiring diagram, which is the aftermarket wiring diagram, then the motor wiring diagram. So normally I use the OEM or the color repair manual. So you can use any of this. And this one you are finding for component replacement. So if I want to go to wiring diagram related to engine, so let's use the OEM. Then after the OEM, I'll use the aftermarket also, so that you see how the Identifix also work. So we wait for it to load. Then after it is downloading, it asks you. So with this one you can search for the model, the pack that you want to go into, or you can enter a keyword. So if you can see, it gives you ABS, everything here. So if you go to show all, it will show all the wiring diagram it has here. So let's say I'm searching for engine control module. So with this one, normally you don't get it to be the powertrain that you see in all data. So you go to engine control, you select it, then it gives you the engine. So it works similar like the all data, but with this one you can input. So after this, I'll show you how you input data into it. So this is the OEM diagram that I'm having now, and you can also download by clicking here. It will download it. So this is the OEM diagram for the all data, sorry, for the Identifix. So with this one, after getting it this way, the next thing is you can select any of the wiring diagram, and after you selecting it this way, you can even zoom in. You click on it and it occupies the whole screen. Or after doing everything and you are done with this, you just click on the close, then it closes. Then any of the diagram you open, it also come out like this. Sorry, check the fix, it's under maintenance. Oh, okay, let me do it again. Sorry for the inconvenience. So let's go all over it. So select 2007. Because I'm having slow internet, that's why I'm having these difficulties. So let me do model Corolla Sports. Let me select Corolla Sports. Then the engine automatically come. So you do select, then you wait for it to load the vehicle details. So with this one also I can input, let's say P0035, then I click on search, so that it search the fault code for me. So one thing I like about Identifix is normally it can also give you some fixes. So when we say some fixes, like other people have fixed this car by doing this fault code by doing this or that. So it will tell you also. So you wait for it to load. Oh, okay. Let me check if it is 4 or 5. Uh, Search again and see, because it's telling me there is no fault code related to that. So this fault code normally they tells you information available and service info. Then you get the details, how people fixed it. So hotline fixed, you can select any of these to confirm. So what I'm going to do is, now let me change this fault code to 304, which is misfiring on cylinder 4. So you can see that anytime I input it, it tells me, okay, so cylinder 4, this is what people did and this is what fixed it. So if you can see, confirm fix cylinder head gasket after they've checked what was the cause, engine valve adjustment slip. So you can see that these are the, so let me say, let me pick this one, ignition core. This tells me that 10 people fixed the ignition core. So this ignition core related issue. So let me pick this one, or I can go to test details or confirm fixed details. So with Identifix is one of the best. It gives you details. People report how they fix certain issues. So when you are using it, you not have mad difficulties. So when you check the Identifix also, you can see P004, it tells you the meaning and the vehicle that is applicable to. So with this one, you can see that diagnostic code, it gives you the diagnostic code, it gives you possible causes ignition, it even shows you how to replace the ignition. So if you click on it, it will take you to ignition core replacement. So let me click on this, let me go to possible causes the ignition core. So when you click it, it will load and give you certain details. So if you want the wiring diagram, if you want the removal procedure, if you want the specification, if you want the component location, if you even want pin out, it will give you everything. So so when you click on wiring diagram, it asks you engine or starting or ignition system. So you can go to it and you get more details on ignition core. So you can see that now it has opened the OEM diagram for me. Then I can search the ignition coil in it. So with the Identifix is much easier to use, and I can go back. So if I want to go back, let me go back home. So when I go back home, still the vehicle is selected, and I can select repair info. I can also select OEM diagram. Hey, sorry, we've dealt with the OEM diagram. So I'll go back from here and go to, let me go let me go back home and go to repair info. So if you want to wiring diagram, maybe the fault code is disturbing you, you can see the possible causes and what people have changed to fix the fault code. So these are specification, oil type, oil capacity. So you go to repair info, then repair info, this is the aftermarket diagram. We've already dealt with the OEM diagram. So with the aftermarket diagram, you just open the color wiring diagram, which is the aftermarket diagram. So this is how that one also looks like. In all data, you see it as powertrain, but in Identifix, it is always engine control module, which is similar to the Michelin flow demand, but just that Michelin normally you don't get OEM diagram like you get in Identifix. So Identifix is like blending uh, auto data, sorry, all data and Identifix. Sorry, all data and Michelin Pro. So if you can see, this is the aftermarket wiring diagram. Even before you open, it tells you the components in it. So maybe if you are searching for ignition coil, you will know that, oh, this diagram that I've opened doesn't contain ignition coil, or it contains ignition coil. You can see ignition switch, right, is not ignition coil. So if I want ignition coil, let me see if I can see ignition coil here. So with this one, you can even jump to the diagram you want, unless, so ignition coil is on page 5, unless maybe I'm tracing the wire. I'm tracing the wire to see the pin number it goes on the control board. That's where I have to open all. So it tells me the ignition coil. You can see the ignition coil is here. So, and the control board also is here. Do you get it? So now this is how Identifix also work. So with Identifix, normally it makes most of the work easier. You don't get to struggle a lot. So with Identifix, using it is quite easier and it's quite okay to use. So sometimes it asks you, oh, what is the keyword? So let's say ignition ignition core. I'm searching for ignition core, right? So let me enter the keyword ignition core. So you can see it has opened the ignition core for me, and it has only shown the data that I can get ignition core. You can see it shows me diagram 4. That's where I can get the ignition core. So with Identifix, it makes the work easier, faster when dealing with it. Just that anyone will prefer what I've used Identifix, and it's quite okay for me. So you can see I'm having ignition coil, and this is the ignition coil, and it has even selected it here. So with Identifix, it's quite easier to use, and the moment you go home, you can even check the fluid, the removal of parts. So as I've shown you in the other places, so you can see service and repair manual. So for certain things, you can even jump into it straight, or servicing bullet, you can even jump into it to get your servicing bullet. So you can see engine sensors, so you can go to fix data. Normally you don't need this one. So as I said, you can enter your fault code here. So any vehicle that you select, you have the same thing. You can enter your fault code here and search for it. If it is available and someone has done something to fix, they will tell you that this and that is what they did to fix it, and that will really help. So let's say 3016. Let's see what most people do to fix it. So this is related to cam and crank coordination. So if you can check, is the settings. So it gives you the details, the hotline, so you can do service manual, technical bulletin on that particular fault code. So when you come here, this is where it tells you hotline achieved for some engine pack. So plus or minus 2 years. So with this one, you can see what people changed, right? Timing chain, they change the timing chain. Variable valve actuator, they changed it. Normally 16 people change, or 16 confirm timing chain, that when they change it, the fault code went. And also 5 people confirm that when they change the variable valve timing. So if you are lazy in diagnosing, you can try the timing chain and see, okay, let me change the timing chain, and the let me change the timing chain also, and see if it will be okay. Then you do that to see if it will fix the issue. So these are the common things people have changed to fix it. And if you come to the next one, also it says bank one variable valve timing solenoid timing chain. So if you check here, people are saying they change the gear assembly, variable valve timing gear assembly. So that's the head of the camshaft, and you can see camshaft timing, and 3 people change the chain. So normally when you get to see this fourth code, it normally means it's timing chain or something related to it. So these are the fourth code. So if you get it with this, with P0011 and P0016, normally they change the timing chain for it to fix it. So with Identifix, you can get it. And even with Identifix, you can easily, it will also guide you to the procedure. So let's say these people change timing chain, right? And I want to see maybe my timing chain marks and everything. So you see the service manual related to timing chain. You can click on it, or you can click on the diagnosing fault code so that it expand it and explain it to you. So you can go to removal and installation of this, then you can check the details, removal and installation of it, and it will open it for you. So if you can see, these are the details with it, and it shows you where every mark or every point has to be for your timing to be perfect and your timing to be okay. And you can get this also in Identifix. So if you check this, normally what goes on with these vehicles, it tells you even how to remove, how to apply the sealant to everything so that you get the work done successfully. So with Identifix, it's easy to use, it gives you more information, it helps a lot. When you are using the Identifix, it helps a lot. So with Identifix, normally I prefer using it, but just that I don't sell that package. If you want that package, I can sell it to you, and I sell all package. So I will now try also. So this is how simple you can use the Identifix, and if you start using it and go through it, you'll be able to understand and know how to go about it. So let me activate another in Asia. Normally Europe vehicles are what you see here. So I have this Kia Sportage that is giving me an issue with P0016. So let me select my Kia Sportage. Let me go through it. Kia Sportage, here, there is it. It's 207, 209, and it is not a diesel vehicle, it is a petrol vehicle. So let me go through the engines and select the right one for my car. Oh no, okay, so you select the year from here. So mine is KM, which is 2004 to 2010. Then you select the engine. Mine is 2.0. So from this one, what you do is you if the moment you are here now, you can input the fault code so that you get your details and everything. So let me input my fault code, which is P0016. Let me go to search here, so it comes up here. No, I want the P0016, not the U. So when you get it this way, it asks you from which year to which year. So let me select the 08. Mine is 08 because it has the oil control valve. So it tells you fluctuating idle speed, uh, power loss, the engine warning lights, and other things. So mine is reporting cam and crank coordination within the inlet cam shaft position sensor. So show diagnosis the moment you click on it. So you can go back and show the diagnosis. So it shows you the diagnosing process to go about it. So with this one, it's telling you to check the wiring diagram. So if you can see, there is a fuse, then that's the ECU fuse, and also show you the other components. So this is the control board, there is the camshaft position sensor, oxygen sensor, then there is the crankshaft position sensor. So it tells you all of them share power, one power together. So you can see also the mass airflow also shares the same power. So if it's a power issue, you see it in the fault code. So this will tell you the pin out and everything. You can see it also give you some guidance to. So let me zoom in. Okay, let me zoom out. So it also give you some guidance. So it tells you what you should find on. So if the probe of your multimeter, one leg is on ground, then one leg is on power, which is pin 1 to test, because the ground and the signal line all comes from the control board. So it tells you to test, it should be 12 volts. So if you are testing this also, it has to be 12 volts. So let me go to the next one. So if I'm testing for ground, that means I should have 0.1. And if I'm testing for signal, which is the using a scope to check for traces, then if I'm checking for resistance in wire, for wire integrity, I should get 0.5 ohms. So that means there is no break, there is no resistance in the wire. So this is the wiring aspect of it. So let's say my issue is related to the timing. I can go back, I can check this one also. So this one, it gives you some of the symptoms and causes and other things that could have caused your issue you are facing. So it gives you solution, what you should do and everything. So with this one, so it gives you the power, everything that you need to know. So you can move from here and also go to location, and even if you want the timing, you can go to components. Let me go back from here. So these are components when you want any wiring diagram or anything. So this is mainly for, let's say, Europe vehicles. So this is when you are testing a component. So with this one also, it gives you some guidelines and how to go about certain things, how to even measure certain issues. So reset the wiring diagram, view wiring diagram and pins. So you can go to it. So if you can see, these are the pin out and the wiring. So the pin number, the wire coding, which is the color, and everything you need to know about it. And mechanically also, you can use it. So this one is way okay for you to use normally for the Europe vehicle, so you can check your connectors and everything. So for the Europe vehicle, you can use this one also for most of the work that you want to do or you are doing. So let me go back to overview, and if I want to set the timing, I can go to maintenance and check my timing replacement. So it tells you the miles that you have to change the timing, right? It tells you how to, like the miles that you have to, so every 90,000 kilometers or 72 months, which is divided by divided by 12, will give you the exact value, which will be around 6 years. So you go to the next one, which is the repair data. So let's say if I want to do timing work, I come here and go to repair manual. So I can do timing removal, timing belt removal and installation. So this one, it has the automatic adjuster and manual adjuster. Mine is manual adjuster. That means you have to adjust it. So with this one, it gives you all the procedure you need to remove the belt, the timing, everything, the procedure you need to do. You need to go through to remove all of them. So it depends on what you want. If you work on more, if you do more work on Europe vehicles, this is how you go about it. If you do more work on Europe vehicles, this is how you go about it. So with this one, if you can see, you can adjusting the this is the tensioner. So you can see how he's adjusting the tensioner, showing you and even telling you to test for tension in the other side. So you check everything and it gives you the torque specification and everything here. So with the Hens Pro, if you do more of Europe vehicles, you can use the Hens Pro, and you can even go to the wiring diagram as I showed you. So it depends on what you want. So you let me know if you want the all data, auto data, all data, Hens Pro, or if you want Identifix, or um you want pro demand. So it depends on what you want. So I'm doing video on these two diagram. I also do video on my auto data. So normally these are for Europe vehicles because American vehicles, most of them don't use the diesel like that. So if I'm having a problem with my diesel engine, if I'm using a diesel engine, it's better I use Hensproc to go through it. So these are mainly for Europe vehicles and maybe Asia vehicles. Vehicles sold in Europe, because in America you will not get that diesel type. So let me go to my order, let me go to the same vehicle, and you see let's say 208 Kia Sportage. So with this one, they are vehicles for Europe, sorry, for American market. So with the American market, you can see that with the Kia, let's select Kia track. With my Kia, it is Sportage 4x4. You can see I'm having only two engines here. But with the Hens Pro, I was having, let me vehicles also. So let me select it. And with the Hens Pro, I'm having the diesel vehicles. But when we go to all data, I'm having only the, so you can see here, let me select the same year of vehicle, which is 0907. You can see here I'm having all the diesel types here. So 2.0 CRDI, CRDI 2.0. So you can see I'm having all the diesel type and diesel details here. Do you get it? So these diesel vehicles are normally for England, Germany, Europe vehicles. And if you check all data also, I'm only having these two engines, which are for the American market. So it, it depends. So when you work mostly on American markets, I will sell the all data or identifix to you. Identifix, you enter the details and it will give you the access to go about it. Let me open the identifix also, and let's select the same vehicle and see. So with identifix, when you select the same vehicle, let me do my vehicle selection, which is 208 engine. Let me select Kia. Let me select the model to be Sportage, right? So I have this Sportage. My Sportage is XP. So mine is not American vehicle, so I'm not using the, you can see I'm having 2.7, which mine is not the V6. So let me select another one, LX. Let me see if I'm going to get the two engines here. So this is the same engine used in the ones in Europe, which uses petrol. So if you can check with the identifix, so let me input the fault code that I'm facing and see what identifix did to fix it. Let me input the same fault code here. Let me select the car and come back here. So let me go to fault code search P0016, and this is the fault code. So let me also go to all data and see 16. So let me select here and see the details that I'll be getting from this. So this one gives me the description, the causes of the fault code, and what will be causing my vehicle to have this. So DTC detection. So this when the vehicle realize that there is an issue with the timing. So if you can see scan tool and other procedure. So it will tell you what to check. So if you can see, I'm even lucky getting the timing, so I can use my scope to identify it and work on the timing. So if you can see, you when you count the timing, so let me see, yeah, so it's showing you that from this point to that point, so you have to count some number and get to the open one. and also from this side also the same thing. So if you read it, so it tells you here the square wave signal should be smooth and without any distortion. So the cam, which is cam position sensor for camshaft position sensor falling rise edge is considered with three. Okay, so it's considered with 3 to 5 tooth of the crankshaft. So from here it's telling you 1, 2, 3, then the fifth one. So that's the rising side, and the falling side also 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be within this specification. If not, then that means there is an issue with your timing. So with this one, I can use this, I can scope it and use it to identify my problem and do the follow up. So what if I want to do the timing? So one thing I like about all data is let me go to vehicle and go to engine, or I can simply input here timing belt replacement. So it should give me a result. So okay, service procedure for the timing belt replacement if I want to replace it. So with this also it gives you the procedure. So let me use this. I'm using O8 because my vehicle is O8. It's timing cam and crank coordination. So let me go to show diagnosis. So this one, it gives you, if it is the sensor, it gives you how to measure for power, ground. So it depends on how you want to use it. Component information, it can give you the information how the oxygen sensor, that is not what I want. How the cam and crank sensor also works. So let me go back. I can go back to the wiring diagram. Then I can go back to the vehicle itself. Then go to repair. Okay, now, so I want to do my timing, so I can go to repair, go to information, repair information, and go to my timing. Then this one is also going to give me or show me. So let's move through. So this is how the timing should be like. So it will guide me through and show me how to remove all the components and also deal with the timing. So let me go to identifix. Let me see what has been the fix. So normally they tell you that they replaced one fix is camshaft sprockets downwards pin. Okay, so let me come to this one also. Normally people have replaced the oil control valve filter and the problem has been fixed. People have replaced the oil control valve and the problem has been fixed. So only 3 people replaced the timing belt and the problem was fixed. So it depends. So now with identifix I can just enter into it. So let me, it looks like more people have done with the, so with this one I can go straight to my repair manual, replacement, oil replacement, timing belt replacement. So let me see the details I'll be getting from the oil replacement. So it depends on the diagram you are conversant with. So it says remove and replace timing belt. So installation and replacement of timing belt. So you select it, and the moment you select it, it starts to give you the procedure you need to do to remove and replace the timing belt. So if you can see, or identifix is showing you the procedure you need to go through to do your timing belt replacement. So if you can see, that's it. Remove the pulling, then you remove the adjuster also, then you do your adjustment as the other one is showing. So you have to remove the cover, and this is the crank pulling. Then you have to remove the top cover. After you've done the replacement, you have to fix everything back so that you start the vehicle and see if everything is okay. So now let's go to all data and let's see all data, also the images that the all data is giving us. Okay, now all data is loading. So sometimes it looks like there is a bit different in the American engine, and but they are the same engine because that same engine is in Elantra 208, 207, 209. So all data also give us the same procedure you use to replace the timing belt, and all data even add certain details. That's why I like to use all data. But just that when you use Identifix, it gives you way details. It even tells you what people have done to fix the problem. So if you can see, all data is also telling us how to go about it the same way Identifix is telling us. So it depends on what you want. So you tell me what you want, then I'll activate it for you. So if you can see this, after everything is done, you fix everything that you moved back. So with this one, it's easy to know the exact thing to do. So this engine has a dual cam. So there is a chain timing also here. So which you have to also do the timing also for the exhaust, sorry, for the intake cam. So this is on the exhaust, then the intake cam. So you have to do that timing also. And I'm not seeing any of them showing me that particular timing, how to go about it. It's because I just input timing belt replacement. That's why I'm not getting that side also, because that side also is important. So with this one, you can also download. So it tells you if you add this amount of pressure to the belt, you should get this type, like 2 kilos to 80 you should get after the timing belt has been replaced. So because I didn't add for the timing chain also, it has a timing chain which controls the intake valve also. So all data also does it this way, and Hensprog also has its own, although their engine is a bit different, but all of them are working the same. They are all 2 point. No, there is no difference even in their petrol engine. All of them are the same, and it also gives you the torque specification that you need to tighten everything up. So it depends on what you want. So you tell me the diagram you want to use, then I'll also tell you how to go about it. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. So you call me, you WhatsApp me, then I'll log you in.